Hello everyone, welcome back to Celeste, Lunar Ruins. Now you might notice some audio improvement. It is another step on the journey, on the long, ever-present march to professionalism. I don't know why I'm looking for secret. It says on the description page there are no secrets. So here we go, we just go on. So a couple of things, I reinstalled my microphone so my voice should sound better. And I changed my side ducking ratio to 2:1, and when I listen back to it, it sounds about the same as other professional Let's Players I watch. And hopefully it's about at that level where you can't even tell that the game audio is being ducked, but you can hear me and the game clearly. Do we want to... something like that, maybe? Like start with a... Oh, I mean, I was gonna grab the block and then jump off and dash, but I think it could have been made harder. But I guess that would be beyond the intended difficulty at the moment. No, I don't know if we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to get on top of it to get our dash back, probably. Oh, we need our momentum. Whoops. What is this level called? This chapter called? I didn't look. The first one was Space Ruins. No, get me up. No, I need to grab that before going to the other one. Oh, maybe I want to go right there. Okay, that's it. That's it. I see. I'm at the end. There we go. When I get to a checkpoint, I'm going to... that was a wall bound spot. It's not. That's background. I wonder if I can get some good climb jumps. There we go. Just gotta refine. Yeah, when I get to the checkpoint, I'm going to hop out and see what this chapter's called. Oh, can we make that? No, we probably have to jump around it, then get a boost with a climb jump, and then use our dash. First one's called Space Ruins. Is this Surface Ruins? I think there's... What's coming to mind is Space Ruins, Surface Ruins, Core Ruins. I don't know if that's right, though. Oh, not yet. Wait! There's a book called The Phantom Toll Booth. Gotcha. That was a reaction. Where... Okay, why am I talking about the Phantom Toll Booth? Because I said wait. So it's a fantasy book. It's an allegorical fantasy book from a long time ago. And there's all kinds of cool, fun... Oh, I see what to do. I don't see what to do. It's a lot of metaphor and how do I describe it? There's puns and you know, a guy goes into a magical world where everything, all the people are like I don't even know how to describe it. Okay, gotta get over there. Oh man, I'm doing a terrible job. Anyway, there's a character called the Humbug. You know, and they're like a bug, an anthropomorphic bug. And there's a dog, which is a stopwatch. There's a pun in there somehow. I don't remember where the pun is. There's a character called the dodecahedron, who is literally a dodecahedron with eyes and legs and arms. It's that kind of book. Anyway, there we want to wall bounce over, grab the double crystal, go down, do a dash, grab on then, and then get the boost, and then dash again, then hop off there. We use our 2 dashes to wall bounce, and then we climb up, and then we jump across. All right. Anyway, when he gets into like the Mordor of the world, you know, the dark, dangerous, twisted world, there's a character who just takes everything really literally and never answers any questions because they're just being super literal about everything. And they're a bird. I don't know why it's important to say that, but they're like, main character is trying to get information from them and can't get anything, and the bird starts flying away, and the main character is like, wait, and the bird goes, 37 pounds. So yeah, lots and lots of build-up, just so, because when I said wait, that reminded me of that. Now the question of whether that was successful time spent will be if I can find a way to call back to it later in the episode. Let's get a start. Oh, that's a terrible start. So I think I want to just hop over it right away. Like that. And then we gotta grab it and climb jump. Oh, cool. This is Lunar Ruins, that be for sure. Oh, I'm too good. The Curse of Chris. Oh, and now I'm too bad. But that's not the Curse of Chris. Okay, we do need the boost. Got it. Now do we need... Okay, that's gone. So probably we need to do this. We can cling to it and just hang out there. That's fine. Yay. Dash and stamina. Did I wanted... I wanted to keep that dash. Alright, routing time. So I keep my dash. Hey. Why would I not just get a hyper across? Why would I not just get a wave across? Maybe there's not enough time to climb on and then get a wave. Maybe you need to have a dash while the block is up high. Anyway, we're over here, we got a dash, it goes down, we hop over, we dash into it under the spring, we climb up as the spring is rising, and then we're over here, we climb, and then, you know, we're going up with it, we wait till the top, we hop across, we dash up, we jump off the wall, we're down here, we hop, we follow it, we hop, dash up, land on top of it, as it's going back to the left, and then we are done. Anyway, I didn't verbalize that very well, but I'm sure you saw what I was saying. That was crazy. Maybe I want to be lower on that lower block. Gotta practice. I say I want to be lower on that lower block and then climb up. Because you usually want to be higher up. Wait, what am I doing? Can I just cheat, kinda? Not very easily. What if I neutral off of it? Nope. No help. No, 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 no. So I think there's a calculation, not a calculation, but a consideration that happens when you're playing for yourself versus when you're playing for other people to watch. And, you know, do I do save states? And on the one hand, I'm like, I don't think I need save states. I could do just fine. On the other hand, I want to keep it interesting to watch without having to edit because I am lazy. Yeah, so let's sit here and figure out what to do. No, I need to... Right. This. Or maybe I want to get on top and then... maybe I want to do something different, like this. That works. Yep. Now I can more easily get down to the platform with time. Yeah, I was like, I need to... Yeah. So this is easier. Yep. Okay, so I don't need to wave off of it. But I could. No, I just get a boost. Oh, what am I... Yep, that's fine. Can I jump all the way over there? I think I need to. Berg. Alright, save there. Oh. Wait, what am I doing? Man, I don't even need to go up there. Why am I even going up there to get that crystal? Okay, yeah, that's what we do. I don't need that crystal. I can just before getting the crystal, I just do this. No. Okay. Nope. That might have been bad. Can I... There we go. I used both my jump buttons to get over here. Okay, wait. Now. Because it's not where the spring is, it's where you are. No, I need my dash. Almost. Yeah. From here on, it'll be easy. I think. Forgot about the end part. Jump, dash, jump, dash, jump, dash. Oh! That didn't do what I thought it would. Alright, let's get over here and do our save state. Right now! Wonder if you can just use your dash like that. Yeah, save state right there. Okay, we should be able to grab there. I think. Let's just try climb jumping. There we are. Okay, got it. Bye-bye. Yeah, so, story happened to me today. As I was driving to my riding group, I saw a guy riding a bicycle, but it was no ordinary bicycle. It was 3 times taller than any bicycle I had ever seen before. This guy was literally like, I thought he was on a giant like circus unicycle. It was so tall. I got closer and I'm like, wait, that guy's literally on a bicycle. Okay. All right. I have no idea why he'd want to ride on something that tall. All right, awesome. Very fast. Okay, what do we want to do here? Do we want to get something like that? I think we want to just go right to it. No need for any boost. But we don't want to do a full hyper, because then we hit the spinners. We don't want to land on top of it. We want to land to the side. Delay! Delay! And then we use the one below to get a boost up to it. Why did I press the jump button there? Erg! Did you know that an erg is a unit of energy? Do I want to climb on that? I don't know, I guess I gotta be faster. I don't know how much energy an erg is. And by that I mean I don't know how many joules it is. How much energy is 1 joule? It is the energy that you expend when you use a force of 1 Newton to lift something 1 meter. Yeah, that's it. How much force is a Newton? Well, that's not how you get there. A Newton is the force it takes to hold 1 kilogram up against gravity on Earth. How much mass is a kilogram? I don't freaking know. No, I got it. 1 kilogram is 1 single liter bottle of soda. That's a kilogram. So, if you, to feel out how much force 1 Newton is, just hold up a single 1 liter bottle of soda. That's 1 Newton. And then how much force is 1 joule? Or how much energy is 1 joule? Well, it's how much energy you expend if you lift that 1 Newton bottle 1 meter up. The 1 liter bottle 1 meter. How long is a meter? Well, most of you probably know because we are backwards in the America. It's a little more than 3 feet. What am I doing? I know how to get up on top of that thing. I know how to do it. I've been doing it. Something like that. It's not quite what I was thinking, but something like that. We do the slide down trick. Okay, it didn't work. The platform's too slow. Alright. Save state time. Okay, maybe we do want to climb jump. There we go. That would have worked. Yes, this is kind of working. I mean, we could try reverse supering, I guess. Ah, I clunged. Well, the supering seems not to be enough. That seems to work. Okay, we just gotta block's gotta be good. I will say when I see again. Aha. I accidentally turned around, so if I hold grab and don't press anything, I hit it and I don't grab. Do I need that platform? Probably want to keep a dash after up to there. All right, I think I see what I have to do. Okay, it wasn't quite what I thought, but now I see what I have to do. Getting around those spikes is something. Possible is the word I was looking for. It wasn't the word I was thinking, but it's the word that I needed to deserve. I should watch The Dark Knight again. It's been so... I haven't seen it since I started to understand movies. I was like, Batman! The first time. Okay, we do not want to get these boosts with these. Even that one. Well, we do want to, you know, trigger it. That's what I want to do. There we go. All right, got it. Now I have to remember what the beginning of the level's like. I got this. All right, now I remember everything. Okay, only another try or two. Oh, it's one of those times where I'm like, oh, I'm dead, I'm gonna give up. And then I wasn't dead. And because I wasn't trying, I died. Yeah, sometimes that is so low that you don't think you're gonna make it, but you might. So we're just using farewell music in this one. The description said the first one was the only one with custom music. Which on the one hand is a little disappointing, but on the other hand, I know a little bit about how much work goes into making these. So I do not fault the creator at all. Whoa! Whoa, I forgot. Forgot you gotta trigger it without getting the boost. Oh, that was good. Gotta jump earlier even though the platform's not ready yet. That was about as early as could possibly be done. All I gotta do is remember one time that you have to jump very quickly on that platform. Hep, hep, gotcha! It's down, right? How many of you thought I was gonna do it? Alright, this room looks fun. I am ready. Maybe we want to not trigger the block. Oh, I can do that. I can do that reliably. Surely not intended. Now what? I don't have any... I don't know what to do next. That is so reliable. From playing 74 and Flipside Cliffside so much. Ow! I can't believe I didn't... There was a time when... 2 times in a row! The world is gonna... 3 times in a row! The universe is gonna end. There we go. I know what to do there. You do a momentum cancel thing. Dang it. Let's state our way up. Nope, I momentum canceled too quickly. No. I shouldn't be grabbing when I hit that, when I hit this platform. Because if I don't grab, maybe I won't get the downward momentum. Oh, close. The momentum cancel is weird on the senses. Oh, I don't... I see. I need to get my dash back on that one platform. Okay, what's the best way to do this? That might have been a bad place to save state. Alright, I'm good. I can get it. There we go. Oh. Oh. I think we gotta go up. That felt weird. Am I momentum canceling this? No. It's like it's speeding up or something. Does this crystal come back? Yeah. Oh. This room is a nice challenge. Oh, right, I need the crystal again. And it should reliably come back. Oh, I need to land there. Oh yeah, that's how it's done. Get me back to the beginning. Up, up. Dang it. The world's gonna end again. For a 3rd time. I say, having no idea why I skipped past 2nd. Blit! I thought I wasn't far enough. Thought I wasn't far enough, and so I didn't dash straight up. Oh, that was clean. Yep. I think I really like this map because it challenges me in new ways. Ways that I'm ready for. Whereas like if a map like this were in Strawberry Jam, I would have been like, this is kind of like not in the spirit of this type of map. Oop. Very soon. Oops. Yep. Ah! Oop. Alright, don't be too high up there. Yeah, it has been a couple of days since I played Celeste last, and so I'm trying to think of more, if anything interesting happened. Not, other than the bicycle, not really. I could talk again about my writing or again about my teaching, which I'm sure nobody cared about the first time around. Oh, let go and fall. It's fine. So, the idea of thinking did spark something in my brain. The idea of teaching, I mean. Teaching and playing games. Because, like, when you play Celeste, I've probably said this exact thing before. Like, you learn the techniques, and then you put them together into awesome move sets, and they become part of your skill repertoire, right? Oh, I forgot about that crystal. And it's the same when you're learning a subject. So, as a teacher, as a student as well, I've thought of classes like video games, kind of. You know, you're getting better at stuff. You're practicing, you're getting good. Oh, so close. And the more you learn, the more you can put it to use and go to those harder challenges. So, what I think helps a lot if you're a student is to recognize that in general, we tend to like see being a student as the teacher's in charge, the teacher tells you what to do, and so your job as a student is to do what the teacher wants you to do. I hate that. As a teacher, I want my students to see the subject like a video game, basically. You know, they're here, they're learning the material and gaining those skills, putting them in their tool belt, and using those in to tackle the harder material. And I think it's, you know, I don't like the grading system. I don't know what I would do without it. But, you know, everybody has to come to class at the same time. Everybody has to do the same assignments by the due dates. You know, on the one hand, yeah, that is not what I wanted to do. Can I land on top of this? Not on the way over there. If I take the first one, can I just fall down on the second one? No. Maybe I'm gonna jump onto it. I was in the middle of a thought, I forgot it. Can I do that? Like I triggered it and then I jumped away from it, right? That's what I did. And then it was in the right spot for me to land on. I should just try to go for that other platform. Oh, I can wall bounce off it. I can also get pushed by it. That's probably a bad idea. No, not diagonal. So yeah, if you are a student, and we're all students in some way or another, even if not at school, my advice is to try to see the thing you're learning in terms of what can you gain from it? How does it help you? How can you see things better? How can you master the material? And not worry about what does the teacher want me to do? How do I get a grade? What is this going to do for my job? What is it going to do for my GPA? Alright. That might have been a bad set. Nope, it's fine. That's a better one. So we need to get over here, but not lose it. So can we... When's the best time to jump? So I want to just tap the jump button. No, hold the jump button, tap the direction. And then instead of climb jumping, I want a neutral jump. I don't know if neutral is required for this map. Oh, okay. If I, neutral. If I jump without holding, so if I hold right and jump, then I get a boost. If I jump without holding right, I also get a boost. It's not as much of a boost. Wait. Yeah, so if I wait till near the end, and then jump and then right, then I can get through easier. What is this all about? Oh, I see. I think. That's what it's about. Oh, cool. All right, let's start from the beginning. Yeah, I think there's so much structure in our lives because we live in a very old history. We live in a, you know, in the United States it's only a couple hundred years old, but we have systems that are older than that. And habits, cultural habits. And some of them are good, they're useful, right? But in other ways, there are better things that we could do. And we hope that as culture evolves and we grow as a society, we unlock more of those better new ways of, not necessarily new ways, but better ways of doing things in the new world that we're moving into. And where am I going with this? Yeah. So the idea of learning as something that enriches you as the learner, you're learning to become a more empowered, stronger, cooler, more capable self who can see things clearer and make better decisions. And that's awesome. And we sometimes have to like fight, not fight literally, but like internally fight the pressures that society puts on us, like the school system. You know, we got to use the school system, not let the school system use us. Well, I don't know if that's the way I want to put it either. But like, you know, we want to use the school system, not just participate in the school system because we're supposed to. Yeah, so when I teach, that's the kind of mentality I try to encourage in my students. Yeah, there's so many times that students will ask me, what do you want from this? And I want to answer, I don't care. This is your education, not mine. And so that's one reason why I don't care very much about AI. My thought is, if a student can use AI to better learn, awesome, let them do it. If a student wants to use AI to be lazy, I do not care, because that is not a student I care about. What do I do here? I forgot. I remember. Okay. Yeah, so what am I saying? My attitude is like, if a student is learning in bad faith, if they're taking shortcuts and stuff, I'm like, well, that's not my problem, that's their problem. I forgot what to do. So I just set up my coursework and materials and stuff to be as useful as possible for those students who are trying to empower themselves, and also to encourage students who might have never thought of education that way to start thinking that way. So like one thing is that every week I assign handwritten assignments. So they can't just type the problems into ChatGPT and then copy and paste the output onto their homework. Although, oh no, I don't gossip about my students. None of them. Is this right? We are post save state. That I think that's the hardest part of this level. Getting this platform to push me onto that ice block. Although it is set up really, really well. I gotta jump to the left. This is another thing, like, students who... What am I doing? I should be... I need to get that boost better. Students who do feel they need to take shortcuts and get the grades no matter what, etc. Oftentimes they just haven't realized that there is a better way to use education. No, I actually want to get to that upper platform as soon as possible. I've been trying to go as late as possible because, I don't know, my sense of timing suggested I do so. Bleh. So another thing that I think of myself as a teacher is I'm a hand reaching out to potential, anyone who could, to discover, even if the students are not the kind of person who's there to enrich themselves. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they could discover that this is actually a good way to live. And so, yeah. Try to do my best to encourage that type of behavior in every type of student. What am I doing? Go fast. Hop up fast, trigger it fast. Right? Am I wrong? Did I forget? No, if I'm too fast, then I can't get back to the platform below. Oh well, we'll get there one of these times, even if we don't figure it out, and it becomes, and it's, for all intents and purposes, our RPG RNG. Speaking of RPG, Clair Obscur is a frickin' awesome game. Absolutely amazing. I don't want to talk too much about that because I talk a lot about it in my Clair Obscur playthrough. So, if you want to hear me talk about that game, you can watch that playthrough. I think I have the movement for that down. I just have to remember how to do it when I'm there. There we go. Trigger fast. It's trigger fast and then don't jump off immediately. Yeah, then you have good time for everything. I imagine that's not what I want to do. Maybe this. Hup. Or hup. No, it's not super. Or hup. Yeah, do I want to wall bounce here? I think I want to trigger it. Because I don't think I can get all the way over there. Oh no, never mind, I can. Huh. Oh yeah. I was so good that I didn't realize I was alive. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay, I see. There we go. I think we do need the boost from this. Oh hey, that's a one-way jump through. Whoop. Oh, I jumped at the exact wrong time. In fact, I could even wait until the very top. What? Do I have to be jumping? No. I'm very confused as to what's happening there. You just die sometimes? Mm. Do you die if you're climbing? Is that what it is? I mean, it shouldn't be because you're climbing up. But that's what happened. So just don't press up while on here. I don't think up even gives you any. That time I was not climbing or jumping. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, sometimes you just can't get through there. You just die for no reason. I'm so confused. Sometimes you don't, sometimes you die, sometimes you don't. I don't get it. Am I expected to go over it? No? Oh, there's another platform on the other side. That was almost it. Nope. No. So, regardless of why I was dying, it is set earlier, like before you touch the platform. I mean, there's no RNG, so it's got to be consistent, and we must be able to master it. I'm just worried that it's something like sub-pixels or something. Okay, now I gotta remember how to get over there. I have watched Parrot Dash's tutorial on C-Pops. At the suggestion of one of my Strawberry Jam viewers. Oh, right. Forgot what to do there. But I remember now. So yeah, if you don't know what a C-pop is, it's the letter C, then the word pop. Sometimes you just die there. I don't know what it is. Then check out Parrot Dash's tutorial. It involves sub-pixels. And there's no way to reliably do it. Well, there is a way to reliably do it if you have a sub-pixel display. There's no way to reliably do it if you just have your eyeballs. Because a sub-pixel does not show up at all in the game. You have no way of knowing what sub-pixel you're on unless you have a sub-pixel display. Okay, right in the middle. Nope. Just keep going until I don't die there, I guess. speaking of unreliable, I started reading the Wheel of Time last year at about this time. Rereading it, I should say, because I read the whole series as a teenager and loved it, and now I'm loving it even more because I'm understanding all the subtext, and it's amazing. And why did I say that? Well, because the word unreliable reminded me that the Wheel of Time has an unreliable narrator. Which I believe, I don't know for sure, I believe an unreliable narrator is where the narrator just says what the characters believe and not what is actually true. I think. Although, in my mind, like, any good narrator just says what the characters believe and not what is actually true, because in my mind, there are very few things that are actually, you know, objectively true. Especially in stories. I mean, there's like mathematical proofs and historical events, and, you know, there are some things that are objectively true. But, yeah, maybe if I'm lower on the platform. But when it comes to narrative, there's so many things that are subjective. And so, if you're going to have a narrator in a story, you have to be talking about subjective things, which makes you inherently an unreliable narrator. I took that philosophy with me into Dark Souls, where I imagine most people read the Dark Souls item descriptions as like objective fact. Like, this is the literal truth of what these items signify and what they were. But I don't see it that way. I see it as these descriptions are given to us within the context of the world and its history. So it's as if characters within the game world wrote these descriptions. There is this weird thing when it comes to fiction, which is like, we tend to take what the author says as the objective truth. And so, in fiction, unlike in real life, there does tend to be this sort of idea of that level of objective truth. You know, I don't want to say there's no objective truth in our world, because but I do think that for people who are kind of obsessed with the idea of truth, there's often, like, we have to figure out what parts of our concept of the world and truth is objective or can be objective, and what parts are subjective. You know, like inherently subjective in such a way that there cannot be an objective truth. And there are both types of things. Like, as I said, mathematics, kind of objective. Because mathematics are, you know, I gotta keep talking. I'm still thinking of ideas. So math is based on the idea, math beyond what we learn in high school is essentially, so I should say math, what we learn in high school, is a small part of the larger field of mathematics, which is itself the exploration of symbols and non-contradiction. That's basically what math is. It is how to represent pure logic with symbols. And the way it works is you start by saying, assume the following 3 things. Assume the following 5 things. And then you use non-contradiction, and you use logic, specifically the logic of non-contradiction, and a couple of other things, like Aristotle's logic, to figure out, if we assume that these 3 basic things, these 5 basic things, these however many basic things are true, then what else must logically be true from that? And it's like based on symbols, kinda, essentially. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So math can be said to be objectively true because it carries its context with it. You know, it's not just saying these things are true, it's saying assuming that these things are true, then these and using these rules of logic, then these other things must be true. And so if you clarify all that stuff, then I think that's sufficient to say math is objectively true. Why can I not freaking get through here? It's not when I'm up high on the platform, it's not when I'm below on the platform, it's just sometimes it lets me through and sometimes it doesn't. I was holding left that time. And I need to keep my dashes up there. Like I can't do stuff. Can I like climb jump off it maybe? Yes, but it sucked. Also, I don't know. It might be because of the spinner. That's what I'm worried about. The spinner's getting my subpixels. Or, no, it might be because it's a platform and that might be doing something to my vertical momentum when I'm on this platform. Like I might be like momentarily landing or something because I'm holding onto the platform or something. I don't know. That time it worked. Let's win. Dang it. I keep forgetting to neutral. Okay, that time I climbed upward through it. I thought I tested climbing upward though. Well, it worked twice in a row. I'll do it a third time. And also remember to jump. There we go. Let's win. Neutral. Yay! We did it! Okay, I wonder if we're about to get to another checkpoint. This is a big, long room. Let's go! Nope, terrible. I'm dead. I don't know if I needed... A super works fine, I think. No, that works fine, probably. Let's try this again. No, I don't want to... There we go. Kind of, almost. Maybe I can do the slide thing. Oh, that... No, I just need to jump off. I don't want the boost. Need to dash. Need to get my wave before I get the boost. There we go. Whee! Oh, that's cool. I need stamina. Grab neutral. That one you can't neutral. What's happening? I need to be higher, I guess. There we go. No, I think I just gotta go underneath it. There's a place that goes up. I don't think I can get through. wanting to save state again. There we go. But I was like, I don't have a great spot to do it. There we go. Dash once. Up, up. It would climb jump. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we can just climb here. Climb jump there. There we go. I did it again. Just hold grab. I'm looking left so I don't grab. It's one. Okay, then that's dash two. And then that's the end. We got this. No, I'm too slow. Oh, Insta is too fast. Oh, made it. Oh, I didn't have a dash. Probably because the platform was too low in the spikes. And I didn't neutral. I'm too low. What if I insta super? That's really good. We got it. This part's not even hard. Yeah. I didn't think about maybe hitting my head on the spikes above. But I don't know if we can. Let's try it. Okay, you can. I also didn't know if I would be put on this side of the room. Alright, let's go. One more. I don't know if this is the last one of the checkpoint. What? Okay. Maybe I can get through there. That's quite some maneuvering. And we can't do diagonals with it. Yep, nope. That's a thing. That's one thing I noticed about some other Let's Players is, I don't want to name any names because I don't want to be rude, but some Let's Players have not learned the message, the idea of you never know till you know. Which means that if you think something is possible or impossible, before you dismiss, or specifically impossible, before you dismiss it, try it. Experiment. There we go. There we don't go. We gotta get a higher wall bounce. Maybe, oh, here's a new idea. Maybe we don't get that crystal yet. Maybe we have to get the next platform first. But yeah, if you've watched any of my puzzle games, you've probably heard me say, you never know till you know. That's what I mean. Don't dismiss anything until you've experimented. I have to stop dashing. I have to move. Like, the more I move before dashing, the better it is. I think. Bleh. Like, I have to get a little bit to the left so that I can get some momentum to the right, or maybe I want to actually dash immediately. No, I demoed. Well, it does kind of work. I don't know how reliable it is compared to just being good. Oh, there's a... Okay, I see. There's a wall you can grab onto. And yeah, if anyone's wondering, I am not performing demo dashes. I have it mapped to a button. Because I like I like using demo dashes mapped to a button. It feels cool. It's like it's a special dash. Arg! Gotta grab lower down so that when I jump off, I have higher momentum upward. I was too high when I jumped. Yeah, it seems now might be the time, might be the part of the episode where we wind down and maybe we start editing. Maybe the words are all juiced out. And I've used my free association powers for the day. Okay, we got this. Gotta climb down a little bit. Okay, and then when I'm on the next part, let go grab. That didn't work. Maybe I want to do a climb jump before I go. That barely works. That's probably intended. There we are. Up, 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 up. Hope that's what we're intended to do. Yeah, yeah, that's what it's intended, for sure. 1, 2, bam. No. We just grab it down, we'll ride it down. What am I doing? I am really confused. Maybe we... But it doesn't come down. Oh, here we go. No. No. What do I do? There we go. That's not it. Here we go. Yes, and then I gotta jump back to the left and back to the right. We got this. There we go, that's it. I need to trigger it again. Oh man, I like this room. Yeah, so one of the things that has helped me to think of new things to say when I'm going quiet, specifically like free association, is my guilty pleasure. I watch VTuber clips, and one in particular, Fillion, is extremely good at free association, just like making mental connections between words and thoughts and etc. and uses it to be like a super ADHD hyper furball, which is quite funny. But you know, she has the skills, and the skills are when you hear something and it makes you think of something, you say it. And so, you know, there's an art to that. And So that was kind of my inspiration of, what was it? Oh yeah. Wait, wait, 37 pounds. All right, but still, no, let's try. Let's try to be entertaining. What can I talk about? Chalk. Chalk rhymes with talk. No, that's not entertaining. What is entertaining? Why do I want to be entertaining? Because it's fun. Because I enjoy it. I like to be entertaining because I like it when other Let's Players are entertaining, and I want to be entertaining that way too. I want you guys, when you're watching, to be interested. And you know, you always have the ability to skip forward, press the arrow key, or watch another video. But, oh yeah, that's the real reason I want to be entertaining right now. I don't want to have to edit. Editing is work, and I would rather be lazy. I would rather make myself have to do as little effort as possible. I used to edit every single video, like go through, well, when I started and I was playing One Shot and There Is No Game and those super nostalgic old games, I would watch the whole video at actual speed, 1x speed, and be cutting out little pauses and things, ums and false starts and all that stuff. And I was very insecure about things I said, so I would like cut out things that I said too that might have been cool. Best so far. It's because this jump is so hard. And then after a while I realized that, oh hey, I can edit at ×2 speed. Then I can edit faster. And I'm like, wait, this program lets me do ×3 speed. And then about a year ago, when I found myself editing Hades videos at ×5 speed, I was like, you know what? I don't have to edit anymore. I can just put them up. And part of that is becoming more confident in myself. Part of it is also getting better at talking. Not having so many ums and you know, not saying things that I am embarrassed about, or recognizing that I'm going to be embarrassed as I'm saying them. Then I apologize or correct myself or whatever in the moment. Alright, let's start using demos. There we go. There was a time, a long time ago, when I was like 20 years old, when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, when I was all worried about the, you know, I was new on the internet and new to thinking for myself outside of the narrative that my community told for me. And I found some not so savory influences who talked and were like, "Oh yes, cool, this makes sense. This is wise." And they were the people who have now evolved into the anti-woke conspiracy type of people. And where am I going with this? Oh yeah, I learned about a thing called cancel culture from these influences. And I was told that there's some disgruntled, angry crowd who just does groupthink and doesn't think for themselves, who just wants to cancel everybody. And, like, it could happen to you, it could happen to anybody who speaks their mind and tells their true beliefs. And, so, for a while, I was a little bit scared about saying stuff. And, because I was like, oh, not when I was starting my channel, but like, there was a time when I was a little bit afraid to just say what was on my mind and talk about ideas and stuff because I was like, oh, there's those weird woke people who want to cancel you if you just say anything out of line. And I have come to realize over the years that is just not true. It is just not true. There are people who get canceled and then they complain about it. But if you look into them, you realize that they were actually doing some shit. Some shady stuff. Like they were plagiarizing people and not giving credit. You know, big YouTube channels who literally plagiarized without giving credit. And took all the credit and all the monetization for themselves. And then when they were canceled, they were like, oh, YouTube is canceling us and blah, 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 blah. But they're actually really good reasons. And so for me, I'm like, well, I'm actually like, I mean, people are important. People are cool. All different types of people, you know? I am absolutely not worried about saying trans rights because trans people are people and deserve rights that should not be controversial. And I totally understand why, if anybody said, oh, no insert people group rights, why that person would be canceled. Because they're awful. It has nothing to do with there being a group of people who just want to cancel everybody who doesn't say exactly what they say. No. That's not how it works. And so, basically, I think even from the beginning of my channel, I was never worried about being canceled. Never, ever, ever. So I'm like, I'm like, you know, and I don't know if I should bring up anything that actually happened, not to me, but like in the YouTube space. Let's say I used to follow a YouTube creator group called Normal Boots. And then slowly their members just kind of got revealed to be not great. Some of them outright criminals, others just sleazy. Some of them are still cool from a certain point of view. But, you know, but like, they're not just random people being canceled for no reason. There are people who are being canceled for very good and important reasons because they were doing bad things the whole time. Sometimes my brain just stops thinking. It's like, all right, we're done with that conversation. Okay, practice. Keep talking about something. Repetition. We are repeating the same movements over and over again. And learning them better and muscle memory. Is there anything interesting to talk about this? I mean, it starts to feel kind of ritualistic, right? So you get in the zone, and you're not really thinking about what you're doing anymore. You're just repeating the motions kind of automatically with just enough conscious control to say, okay, let's wait until we're low enough to do our demo dash. Because, like, for me, it's not all muscle memory. I am still thinking, like, all right, now is when I use my demo dash. I gotta be close enough to the spinners and... Right. Here's what I'm doing wrong. I need to short hop off of that. I'm getting too much height on it, too much hang time. That was clean. That was not clean. Yeah, so there's a mixture of muscle memory, and you get in the zone, and a lot of your brain shuts off, but you keep just enough of it to learn from your mistakes and then intentionally, like, put a little bit of intentionality into your playing, and that turns out to be just enough to improve your odds of survival and success just a little bit. Climb down. That was a conscious decision. The climb jump there was also a conscious decision, but I forgot you have to get away from it. Whoa! Almost saved that. Come on. That part is so tough. Oh! That jump is apparently tough too. The more you do it, the better you get. Oh, that jump's really tough. You gotta climb jump, but you can't push away from the wall until you've gotten high enough to grab it again. But yeah, there is something really calming about just like getting lost in time and playing a level again and again until you master it and beat it. Ugh. Buh. There's also something about playing for an hour and getting tired. Because like, if I come back to this level tomorrow, I'm sure I'll beat it like that. Like what? Well, I couldn't snap my fingers because I was playing Celeste. Of course. There we go. I remembered. Did it! Did it. Okay. Speaking of being tired, I'm going to save this room for next play session. Probably be the same episode unless there's just no checkpoints. But yeah, see you soon.